Hey, before the video starts, I want to tell you guys that my holiday merch designs are gonna peace out from existence on the 29th of this month. So if you want to get something from there, it'd be a good idea to get it now. Okay, thank you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I love the holidays, and I have ever since I was conceived. That sounds really weird. I love the holidays since I was able to breathe. Yeah, that's better. My family celebrates Christmas, and a lot of people who do tend to have their own little quirky traditions. The basic ones being decorate the tree, leave cookies and milk out for Santa, and hang stockings over the fireplace. All nice and classic traditions. Well, I wanted to share how my family's Christmas is different from traditional ones, along with some stories that surround the wintertime. So with decorating the tree, most people's trees look like this. Or this. Or even like this. You know, with pretty matching ornaments. Our tree is, it's more special. For example, we have a handful of Looney Tunes ornaments that a majority of them are broken in some way, a dog one we got from a bag of dog food, a ton of weird paper ones my siblings and I made in elementary with our school photos taped onto them, but we each have our own little baby's first Christmas ornaments too. My sister, Emily, she has a stocking, my brother Brody has a Mickey Mouse, and mine is a sheep with Sharpie on it because it had the wrong year on it, so my mom fixed it. But by far my favorite ornament is this little Elvis Presley jukebox that plays a part of Blue Christmas. Besides the tree and the stockings hung up on the railing instead of above the fireplace because that's a fire hazard, we have some other decorations too, like a stuffed Elvis Presley bear and a sled. Man, we really like Elvis, I guess. Some nutcrackers, and a photo of baby me crying on Santa's lap with him looking, very upset. With Christmas traditions comes the food. Around Christmas, my family would spend like an entire day making sugar cookies, like in bulk, like we got all the ingredients from Costco. We spend the entire day dedicated to making cookies like slaves. We also make homemade caramel in the microwave. Nothing says Christmas spirit like radiation in my candy. But most of all, every year, my dad makes hash and eggs for Christmas morning. It's so nostalgic for me. Along nostalgic things are movies that are always aired around Christmas time. The classics like The Grinch, Elf, A Christmas Story, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Daddy's Home 2, just to name a few that are near and dear to my heart. And then there's Joey's weird obsession with the Polar Express. Another thing we do is attend Christmas parties. One time, I was one of Santa's helpers where I stood outside of a barn in the cold wearing nothing but a reindeer onesie. I was made a furry against my own will, okay? Taking photos for families and letting people in to see Santa one by one. It was cold and miserable, but this one lady comes up to me and she wanted me to hold her baby for a photo with Santa's reindeer, and it made the rest of my night. I don't even like babies that much, but that was wholesome. I couldn't. This year, my mom has a party that she has to go to, and she asked me,
Do you think I could borrow one of your sweaters?
referring to my merch, which you should go buy some before they are discontinued. What for?
My work has an ugly Christmas sweater party and I need one.
That stings. Usually these parties are full of your family, your friends, random lady's baby. But then there's always a Santa there that you have to tell him what you want for Christmas, right? Well, when I was about 13 or 14, you know, a little too old to sit on Santa's lap, I fought with my mom about it. I don't want to sit on this guy's lap. I'm too old for that. I know that's some old guy in a costume and I don't want to sit on his lap.
You sit on that man's lap or I swear to God.
Have you been a good girl this year?
Yeah.
Good. What do you want for Christmas?
I want to leave. And that was last time I ever had to sit on Santa's lap. One more thing I remember when I was young is my mom would always pull up this Santa tracker website with like fake news reports of Santa sightings around the world. She would use this to get us in bed at a reasonable time because
Santa's in India. You better go to bed right now. He won't show up if you're awake.
our parents would also tell us, write a wish list for Santa. However, when we got too greedy and didn't have the $4,000 check we asked for in our stocking, my parents told us that Santa tracks if you've been good, knows what gifts you want, has the elves make them for you in a sweatshop and everything like that. He sends a bill to mom and dad for the gifts and the labor. Even though mom and dad can't afford to get it for you, and you say, well, Santa can get it for me then. Mom and dad still have to pay for it. And they don't have enough money for that brand new car you want on Christmas morning. I also remember that whenever we talk about Santa coming to our house, my dad would chime in like,
As soon as I hear those footsteps on the roof, I'm gonna shoot him. That's on sight!
No, Dad, you can't kill him.
He's on my property. I can shoot him for trespassing.
but Dad, it's Santa!
I don't care who it is. I'm gonna shoot him.
On Christmas Eve, my family gives out 1 or 2 presents that usually is like pajamas or like a board game. And we would always go sledding that day. And I don't mean like climbing up a hill to sled down and then repeat the process over and over. Oh no. See, my dad would tie a sled to the back of the 4-wheeler and go around and around our driveway. My mom never watched it because it was too stressful for her to look at her kids drifting across a snow hill at 20 miles per hour to fall off the sled into a bank of snow. One time I remember I fell face first into like fresh snow and I just thought to myself,
What if I just don't move for a bit and just like vibe in the snow?
I have no idea why I did that. I just did. My brother sitting on the back of the 4-wheeler saw me fall and tapped my dad on the shoulder like,
She isn't moving.
oh my god! I pranked my dad into thinking he accidentally killed his daughter. Epic prank, I got you! Another time, my dad went onto the street instead of just our driveway, and the snowplow had put up these giant hills on the side of the road, so my dad thought it'd be fun to jump over in a plastic sled that's been grinding on the asphalt. And he was right, it was pretty fun. I didn't know it until I got older, but that tradition of sledding on Christmas Eve was meant to tire us out as kids so we'd actually go to sleep that night and wouldn't wake up at 5 a.m. for Christmas Day. My mom denies this, but I swear one year, my brother and I couldn't sleep, so she gave us NyQuil so we could actually feel tired. Maybe we were actually sick, I don't know, but I swear she did. Life hack. If your kids are too excited for Christmas morning and you know they're gonna wake up at an ungodly hour, give them melatonin gummies so you can sleep in peace. So our bedrooms were downstairs and the tree was upstairs with my sister and my parents. My mom would lock my sister in a room and wouldn't let me and Brody upstairs until everyone was awake to go and open our gifts. And it was frustrating, but not because of the reason you think. It was because every year we're all ready, adrenaline is pumping, we want to go get our presents, but then we have to wait for my dad. He gets up, goes to brush his hair, brushes his teeth, takes a big dump for like 20 minutes, turns on the coffee pot, taking his sweet old time. Meanwhile, we're about to blow our heads off. When we finally get up there and see our gifts under the tree, it's magical. We all start excitedly unwrapping our gifts and seeing what we got, except Brody. He takes his sweet time unwrapping his stuff so that by the time the rest of us are finished with our gifts, he's still got half of his left. The reason why? He said, and I quote, "It makes it seem like I got the most gifts if I open them slower," which is ridiculous because he already has the most gifts in the first place. There's no need to wait all morning unwrapping them. You already have the most, you spoiled little bitch. But Christmas isn't about the presents. It's about family and love, like in every single Christmas movie there is ever. It's about giving, and the more people give, the more I get. No, but Christmas time always has those homey, cozy vibes, and it's a great reason to spend quality time with the people you love.
Isn't that the same as Thanksgiving?
Would you get out of here? Anyway, I hope you all have a great holiday and you enjoy the rest of the year. My holiday merch will be gone forever on the 29th, so make sure if you want some to go get it right now. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my dumb stories. If you have any dumb stories, I'd love to read them in the comments. Happy holidays, everyone. See you in the new year. Ka-chow! What was that?